This is the book of James, the second chapter, the 23rd verse. It says, and the scripture was fulfilled, which saith, Abraham believed God, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness, as he was called a friend of God. Now, this is how you become a friend of Christ. Ye are my friends. This is the book of John, the 15th chapter, the 14th verse. Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you.
Man, it ain't no way around it. You ain't really rocking with me unless you rocking with me. Like, what are you talking about? Why call me Lord and do not the things that I say? Otherwise, you playing a game with the Most High, and He's not gonna play back with you. He's gonna let you have what you want, right? He's gonna let you have your reward, which is in this life, which is just vanity. And you're gonna pass right away with the vanity. That was a powerful precept.
It's the book of Proverbs, the first chapter, the 26th verse. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. So if you play with the Lord, He's gonna laugh at you and play back with you.
You'll be like, I told your ass. Don't fuck with me. Get Sirach 4:28. Sirach 4:28, Baba Shot. Some smell good. Everything that smell good ain't lamb. Sirach 4:28.
The book of Sirach, 4th chapter, in the 28th verse. Strive for the truth until death, and the Lord shall fight for thee.
So here's the solution, is just strive for the truth until death, and the Lord gonna fight for you the same way that He fought for Abraham, the same way that He provided for Abraham. He strived for the truth unto death. He endured until the end, and he was saved out of a potentially painful situation. But if you doubt the Most High and you don't have follow-up to go with all that lip service, then you're gonna be left with your ass hanging out, with the Bati boys running up. Let me get, you got a precept? Matthew 24:6-13, Bible stuff. Yeah, 24:6-13.
The book of Matthew, 24th chapter, in the 6th verse. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass.
And if these things must come to pass, and you're supposed to strive for the truth unto death, then guess what? You gotta, don't be alarmed. You gotta just keep it moving. You gotta continue the push. Go ahead.
But the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes, in diverse places. And all these are the beginnings of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall arise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end shall be saved.
So in spite of all these things, you gotta still be the one standing with the faith of the world calls Jesus Christ Yahushua and His Father that sent Him. Strive for the truth unto death. Let me get Isaiah 64:4. Isaiah 64:4, Brother Bashar.
Book of Isaiah, the 64th chapter, the 4th verse. For since the beginning of the world, men have not heard, nor perceived by the ear, neither hath the eye seen, or God beside Thee, what He that prepared for him that waited for Him.
And at the end of the day, you can't possibly imagine what riches the Most High got in store for you as a reward for enduring through death, right? But you gotta know that this life has been crazy. This has been a rocky road that you've had to travel. This world ain't right. So what's the point of going through all this bullshit just to not reap some kind of benefit from it? But the problem with a lot of you is you think that this is the prize. This shithole called America. You think that this is the prize and that this is good as it gets. But the only reason you can have an idea like that in your mind is because you know not the Most High. You don't understand. Those of us that know the Most High, we haven't been prepared mentally for what type of greatness He got prepared for His kingdom, but we damn sure know that this right here ain't it. And we tired of this bullshit. But are you tired of it, black man, Hispanic man? Native American man? Are you tired of being somebody else's nigga? Are you tired of being the scum, looked at as criminals and whatever negative thing they can come up to say about you? And at the same time having to serve this place with all you got, giving your blood and your sweat to a place that don't give a damn about you. I want the precept.
The book of Psalms, the 19th chapter, and the 10th verse. More to be desired are they than gold, yea, than much fine gold, sweeter also than honey in the honeycomb. Moreover, by them is thy servant warned, and in keeping of them there is great reward.
Great reward in keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, and that ought to be coveted above anything and everything. Let's get stay in Psalms again, chapter 23 verses 4 through 5, and then unless you got a precept, we gonna wrap up.
The book of Psalms, the 23rd chapter, verses 4 and 5. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil.
This place called America, aka Babylon, the great whore, this is the valley of the shadow of death. This is where as dark as it's ever gonna get. This whole world is covered in darkness, and a gross darkness at that, right? We walk in that every day. We gotta exist in it. We don't have a choice. There's no way out except through the Most High. But we need fear not, as long as we walk in with Him.
For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff have comforted me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over.
Black man, you want to get a section so goddamn bad. The Most High is preparing a section for you in the midst of your enemies, where you gonna be popping bottles for damn sure of that good wine, and you gonna be able to eat of that Passover with who the world called Jesus Christ, Yahweh. He preparing a section for you in the midst of your enemies. You want the clout so goddamn bad. You want the glory so goddamn bad. You gotta endure to the end. And I so Salakia, if you could grab Isaiah, the 60th chapter to go with that, and then in your precept. He's going to prepare a table for you in the midst of your enemies. That's when you're going to see the glory. But right now, you got to endure hardness like a good soldier. Or you could get the glory now and die with the rest of the filth.
Book of Isaiah, the 60th chapter, the first verse. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
The Most High's glory shall be seen upon you. And that's where real glory starts at. And you got to understand that, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that as the children of God, there ain't no glory better than what the glory your Father, the Most High God, Yahweh, could give you. And with that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Bahashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai, and say Shalom. Hey, how do you choose life? We want to talk about how you choose life. How do you really choose life? You've already chosen the death of the black man and the Hispanic man, so I just want to know what hypocritical bullshit you going to come up with.